Their empire's pride marched on Earth and never returned home. Admiral Kethvar stood on the bridge of the dreadnought Inevitable Victory, watching the blue marble of Earth grow larger in the viewscreen. Behind him stretched the most formidable fleet the Zephyrian Empire had ever assembled, 3,000 vessels carrying the pride of their military might. The 3rd, 7th, and 9th battle groups, supported by specialist siegecraft and the elite Crimson Guard. It was overkill for a single primitive world, but the Empire demanded a statement. Preliminary scans confirmed the intelligence reports, his tactical officer reported, mandibles clicking with satisfaction. Approximately 8 billion humans scattered across 7 continents. Their technology appears limited to chemical propulsion and basic energy manipulation. No evidence of faster-than-light capability or energy shields. Kethvar's forearms folded behind his carapace as he studied the tactical display. After 5 centuries of expansion across the galaxy, conquering over 200 worlds, this would be the easiest victory yet. The humans had sent no response to their ultimatum demanding surrender. Typical primitive defiance. Commence orbital bombardment of major population centers, he commanded. We'll break their spirit before landing our forces. The first barrage lit up Earth's atmosphere like falling stars. Las cannon fire and plasma bombardments struck what their sensors identified as major cities. But as the light faded, Kethvar frowned. The energy signatures were wrong. The human cities should have been vaporized, yet the thermal readings suggested most structures remained intact. Sir. The sensor operator's voice carried an edge of confusion. The humans appear to have moved their cities. Moved them? Kethvar's primary eyes narrowed. Elaborate. The population centers we targeted based on their electromagnetic signatures. They're gone. What we hit were decoys. Elaborate. Facades generating false heat signatures. Before Kethvar could respond, his communications officer's alarm shrieked. Admiral, we're receiving thousands of targeting locks from the planet's surface. The viewscreen exploded with incoming fire. Not the crude chemical rockets they'd expected, but sophisticated energy weapons that seemed to emerge from the planet's very geography. Mountain faces slid away to reveal massive railgun emplacements. Ocean platforms rose from beneath the waves, bristling with point defense systems. Even the polar ice caps cracked open like eggs, revealing hidden missile silos. Impossible, Kethvar roared as his flagship shuddered under impact. Our intelligence indicated no advanced military infrastructure. His tactical officer was frantically working his console. Sir, it appears the humans have been hiding. The entire planet is a fortress. Every major geological feature has been militarized. They've turned their homeworld into a weapon. The Inevitable Victory lurched as a railgun slug punched through its port shields. Around them, the pride of the Zephyrian fleet was being systematically dismantled by an enemy that had made their entire world a death trap. How? Kethvar demanded. How did they know we were coming? His answer came in the form of a human transmission that somehow bypassed their encrypted communications. A calm female voice filled the bridge. Admiral Kethvar of the Zephyrian 3rd. Fleet, you've been monitoring our broadcast for 3 years. Did you really think we wouldn't notice the same signals being bounced back at us from empty space? Kethvar's blood ran cold. They'd been detected from the beginning. The voice continued. We've had plenty of time to prepare. You see, Admiral, humans have a saying, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. We've been listening to your empire's expansion for decades. We know what you do to worlds that resist. On the tactical display, more human weapons came online. Asteroid mining stations in the outer system revealed themselves to be armed fortresses. The moon itself split open like a mechanical flower, exposing weapon systems that made Zephyrian dreadnought guns look like children's toys. We also have another saying, the human continued as Kethvar watched a quarter of his fleet disappear in nuclear fire. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Your empire has shown us exactly who you are across 200 conquered worlds. Kethvar tried to rally his forces, but the humans had planned for everything. Every retreat route was covered by overlapping fields of fire. Every attempt to regroup met with precisely targeted strikes that seemed to anticipate Zephyrian tactics perfectly. "You studied us," he realized aloud. "You studied every battle, every conquest." "Oh, Admiral," the human voice replied, and he could hear the smile in it. "We did much more than study you. We learned from every species you've crushed. The Altharians' shield harmonics, the Void Walkers' stealth technology, the Crystalline Consortium's energy manipulation. Every world you conquered, we absorbed their knowledge. Every refugee you created, we welcomed, and they all had one thing in common, a burning desire to see your empire fall." The bridge shook again as another human weapon found its mark. Kethvar looked at his tactical display with growing horror. 3,000 ships had become 2,000, then 1,000, then 500. The humans weren't just defending, they were hunting. "Retreat," he finally ordered. "All ships emergency jump to hyperspace." But the humans had prepared for that too. Gravity wells activated across the system, preventing faster-than-light escape. They were trapped in a carefully constructed killing field facing an enemy that had spent years turning their desperation into determination. As the inevitable victory died around him, Kethvar understood with crystalline clarity why the humans had never responded to their ultimatum. They hadn't been preparing to surrender. They'd been preparing to send a message. The last transmission the Zephyrian Empire received from their invincible fleet was a single line of text, broadcast on all frequencies. "Earth remembers every world you've burned. Consider your bill past due." 3,000 ships had marched on Earth in the Empire's name. None returned to tell of humanity's answer. But across the galaxy, every species still under Zephyrian rule heard Earth's message. Loud and clear, the humans were coming, and they weren't coming alone.